Stars are tracing the sky like city windows. I watch you reflect in your eyes. Slow dance on the New York City high-rise. You and me on top of the world. And I'm feeling like it was only ever you. And I'm feeling like it was something I won't lose.
Caitlyn, I think we're one of the few lucky couples that has it pretty easy. We laugh every single day. We're always game to riff back and forth on jokes when most people say we've gone too far. We love sports and know without a shadow of a doubt that volleyball is the ultimate team sport. We both have tender, empathetic hearts and pour them 100% into everything we do. Those similarities and many more brought us together. And we also work super hard to make sure our marriage is our first, most important commitment. We always respect each other. We make it a point to share the good things from our days every single night before we go to sleep. We talk about feelings even when we don't want to, and sometimes over ice cream. And I don't think there's a day that passes where one of us doesn't ask, how can I make your day even better? One day when we were joking around, we made up a handshake with a pinky promise. That's the most sacred promise that we can make. I know it may not always be as easy as it has been, but my promise to you is to keep today and July 25th in my heart always, and to let the love we share and the commitment we made to each other guide us through. Pinky promise. I love you, KB, more than I could ever tell you.
And I'm feeling like it was something I won't lose.
Liz, whenever we go to the beach, you always look for the most perfect pebble to give me. As you look around the rocky shores, some are big, some small, some are scuffed and ragged, some are beautiful and smooth. Each pebble contributes to the makeup of the rocky shoreline, just like all of the little moments that make up our love story. We have lots of beautiful, smooth moments, both big and small. We have some more jagged moments that have scratched us and tested our love. No matter what pebble you choose or what pebbles come our way, they are only pebbles, but you are my rock. Your love is big, like a boulder, unmoving no matter what wind and wave comes its way. I can lean on you when the waves get rocky and the wind is howling, quite like it is outside today, and I know that you will always be there. Strong, tough, and steady. The last year has brought plenty of tests. A global pandemic, job changes, wedding changes, a cross-country move, but again, through it all, you were my rock. Sometimes I started to think that this wedding was bringing more stress than it was worth. But then you would remind me that at the end of the day, all of the planning and replanning is rooted in celebration of our love, and it makes all of the stress, final weeding, and rescheduling worth it. I cannot wait to keep building our life together, piece by piece, pebble by pebble. I'm the luckiest gal in the world to be able to marry my best friend not only once, but twice. I love you and we'll see you so soon, Caitlyn. Pinky promised a lot of things in the last 4 years, but today we make our forever pinky promise. I vow to always support you, to never let you lose sight of your dreams, and to help you chase them. I promise to talk about my feelings and to share my french fries. I vow to be patient and remember that all things between us are rooted in love, and I promise to bring light into your life each and every day, just as you brought so much light into mine. Every night right before we fall asleep, you say I'm right here if you need anything. I promise that no matter where life brings us, I will forever be right here if you need anything. I pinky promise to you that from this day forward, you will never be alone. You will never doubt if you're worthy, and you will never question if you are loved. I love you to the moon and back.
I love you too, Giving yourself with no reservation, that kind of love is selfless and transformative. That's the kind of love you've given me, and that's what I'll always give to you. And to do that, to love well, that's nothing short of an art, and something we'll no doubt have to continue to master along the way. But I think we're on the right track. You have continually given me more than I thought I deserved and more than I knew was possible. You're gentle with me, but you don't treat me like I'm fragile. You celebrate my strengths, but don't shy away from the opportunities for improvement. I'm working on it. You make me feel safe, but you're always down for an adventure, so long as we have an itinerary in advance. I love you, Caitlyn, in the visceral sense and in the promise I'm making to show you that every single day.
All of my doubts went away. She was kind, humble, patient, passionate, and hilariously funny, and she immediately fit right in with all of her friends and family as if she'd been there all along. Like my dad said, he knew that they were meant for each other when they were still laughing after a long day of moving. My mom says that she knew they were meant for each other when Liz came to visit for the first time, and Liz kept calling Caitlyn boss. You need anything, boss? Hey, boss, where do you want this? You good, boss? You got it, boss. And I knew when I was riding around Dartmouth with them, sitting in the back seat of Caitlyn's car, listening to their stories about volleyball adventures and Twix pancakes and the air in Battle Creek smelling like cereal. And I noticed that Caitlyn had one hand on the steering wheel and the other firmly holding Liz's. I sneakily took a Snapchat of them from the back seat and sent it to all of my friends saying, "This is the cutest thing I have ever seen. I think they're going to be together forever." It's just like Nana said, God made them and God matched them.
In this life, it's rare and special when perfect pairings come along. A cold Busch Light and a nice grilled steak come to my mind. For Liz, she found her match in Caitlyn. I've always believed that when you find the right person, the goal isn't for one person to fix the other's flaws, but rather two people who complement each other's strengths and help balance the parts of each other that need support. In experience, marriage is like a giant game of King of the Hill. You and your partner are standing at the top, and if one of you gets pulled down, the other is there to pull you up. Your team is only as strong as your loyalty and commitment to each other. Caitlyn and Liz have created one hell of a team I definitely would not bet against. I hope that you continue to bolster each other, build on your love, and remain a strong, steadfast team on top of your hill. And Liz, if I have any last tidbits of advice to give you, it is this. Repeat after me. I'm sorry, you were right. At least it works for my wife. Love you both. Cheers.